NASCAR Sprint Cup Racing from Pocono Raceway is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. To see how much you could save, call Geico at 1-800-947-AUTO or visit geico.com. By Burger King, who reminds you to have it your way. And thanks for watching the 5-Hour Energy 500. Brought to you by 5-Hour Energy. Fix the tired.
NASCAR on TNT, back at the Pocono Raceway. You know, this morning we had fog here. You couldn't see around this racetrack. The only visual impairment after the race, the smoke from Jeff Gordon's victorious burnout. It never gets old when you win at this level. And if you don't believe me, just watch the four-time champion celebrate his second win of the year. Gordon has found his way to victory lane, and so is Marty Snyder.
And we'll let him climb out and have the celebratory moment. Jeff Gordon, an impressive and very quiet run to the front for Jeff Gordon today. And he says, bring it on. Bring on all the liquid you can throw at me. Gets a hug from and a kiss from his daughter, Ella. Jeff, a top 5 last week at Kansas. You better get your eyes cleared out there. It's been a long time since you've had beer in your eyes, huh? Top 5 at Kansas, win this week. What's changed in the last 2 weeks?
Oh my goodness, just, you know, a lot of hard work, you know, has gone into this. I mean, we were embarrassed by the way we were running, and when I came, you know, on board with Alan and his group, I knew that they were special and amazing, and you know, Phoenix came a little sooner than we thought, but you know, I felt like we could do that this year. And then we went on a streak where we just weren't competitive. And you know what it takes is a team that believes in you and that you believe in them, and you work together to get there. And that's what we did today. You know, we just never gave up. Awesome race car, awesome pit stops. Got to thank DuPont, AARP, and Drive to End Hunger, Pepsi. Of course, the fans. I mean, the fans are just amazing here. And welcome TNT. This is a great way to get it started.
We're good to kick it off. Glad to kick it off with you. 2 wins now. Do you feel like you're locked in the chase?
No, you know, there's too much racing left to go. You got guys like Hamlin that are really strong, and a bunch of other ones, you know, that can ease up. Biffle, you know, there's guys that can win multiple races. But
you feel better about it, though, right?
I feel a lot better about it. That's for darn sure. And man, I'm just so excited to be a part of this sport. I mean, I'm gonna be 40 this year, and
old man now, Jeff.
And you know, to have Ella and say hi to Leo at home, and my wife Inger. This is just an amazing experience to experience this with my family. I just hadn't had a chance to do that. Even when I won at Phoenix, you know, they were missing. The kids were missing anyway. So this is awesome. And thanks Sprint for everything they do too.
You know, the only problem with this, real quick, you drove here this week. You got to drive for the rest of the year now to the racetrack.
Well, I always drive to Pocono. I enjoy that, and if I could drive to more tracks, you know, if they're close enough, I would. I drive to Martinsville, and you know what? I love that little 2-hour drive. If I can make it happen, whether I'm in New York or Charlotte, and it's very relaxing. And you know what? The most relaxing thing was having a race car like that with these guys behind me. That was awesome. Congrats to Alan, and say hi to Rick too. I know he's at home watching. This is awesome. Thank you.
Very happy, Jeff Gordon in victory lane, as you can tell, Adam.
Marty, the relaxing drive of the weekend on his way to the track. The most enjoyable drive, the one he just made into victory lane. Gordon gets it today at Pocono. Many more interviews when we come back on TNT. Jeff Gordon continuing to celebrate in victory lane. He's a winner today at Pocono. Here are those that finished behind him. Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, 2nd and 3rd. Johnson, Harvick round out the top 5. Good top 10s today for Dale Jr., Ryan Newman, Martin Truex Jr. also getting there.
How about Newman finishing 9th, and we went to commercial showing him smoking one time, and still hangs in there and finishes.
Menard ended up 14th. Regan Smith in the top 15 again. Greg Biffle ended up 27th, had that spin late, one of many issues for him. Ambrose had problems. 34th is where he was in the final tally. There you see the point leader, Carl Edwards, in 37th. Let's hear from the runner-up, Kurt Busch, with Chris Neville.
Well, from California to Dover, it was tough times for Kurt Busch, only one top 10. But Kurt, it looks like you guys have really turned the team around.
It's great to run this good with the Shell Pennzoil Dodge. Congratulations to Jeff Gordon. The old Golden Boy had it in him today. He ran strong and ran good, and we gave it everything we had with our Dodge. And it's all about teamwork when you got to work from the backup.
Congrats on the second place.
Thanks a lot.
Kyle Busch with an outstanding third-place run here today. Coming into this race, you did a lot of work to get yourself prepped for this, watching videos and talking with your crew. You really ran an outstanding race today. You must be very happy with the performance, I would think.
Yeah, we ran a solid day. That's all we could ask for. You know, the M&M's Camry was good. I can't say enough about Joe Gibbs Racing and the way we all communicated with each other, and especially Mike Ford and Denny Hamlin, those guys, for giving us the help and leading in a direction that we need us to go. I can't thank him enough for that, and giving us a good piece to come out here with, and Dave for putting, you know, everything else aside and going with it. You know, he's a strong-willed person, and he did a great job by being able to do that. And can't say enough about these guys. Again, we had a great car. M&M's Camry was good, and wish we could have got up there and battled a little bit better on the long runs, but seemed like we were, you know, about a third, fourth place car.
Total team effort got Kyle Busch to third here today.
Back-to-back seasons where Kyle Busch has been impressive. Jeff Gordon gets the ultimate celebration. He continues to have some fun in Victory Lane this afternoon here at Pocono. NASCAR on TNT continuing live from the Pocono Raceway. Event 14 in the books. Carl Edwards continues to be your point leader. And if you say, what happened to his advantage? Carl had some big problems today.
He watched it go away from our pit center. Yes, he did.
How cool is that? I mean, he's the point leader, has a problem, and sits with us throughout the race.
He had almost one full race over second place Jimmy Johnson, and now it's 6 points.
Jeff Gordon, 2 victories, still 11th in points, but we think today's win will help get him into the chase at the end of the year. And Denny Hamlin hanging on to that final wild card spot right now in 12th. Let's hear from Denny. Matt Yoakum.
Consternation and frustration for Denny Hamlin and the 11 guys. Denny, how do you even describe this day knowing what a great race car you had early on?
Yeah, I mean, we were just coasting really there at the beginning, and just nothing really went right. I mean, we struggled a little bit on pit road. We gave up about 10 seconds on pit road to the first green flag stop to the 42, and he short pitted, so that made it look even worse. And we were just a little bit off on sequence, so you know, those guys would gain a lot while we were out there on older tires. And then just through the day, just our car got a little bit tighter. We're still in contention. I felt like the front bump rubbers gave up on us a little bit there at the end, possibly. But then when we left pit road and had a flat tire, I mean, that's just not your day. And you know, when it did that, it sheared the tire, wrapped it around the housing, then broke the brake line, so I had no brakes, and just was a slew of problems there at the end.
Denny Hamlin, 19th today here in Pocono.
And Matt, when we go to Michigan next week, he'll be the defending race winner. Hamlin won this race 1 year ago. Not today. This afternoon belongs to Jeff Gordon. NASCAR on TNT returning to the Pocono Raceway, where they continue to take pictures in Victory Lane. Jeff Gordon celebrating his second win of the year. Next Sunday, NASCAR on TNT heads to Michigan. Coverage begins at 12 p.m. Eastern Time with Countdown to Green delivered by Pizza Hut, followed by NASCAR Sprint Cup Racing from Michigan. Next on TNT, it's the TNT Summer 2011 Preview Show. And of course, as always, you can go over to NASCAR.com for much more on this race. It's the TNT post-race show, interviews, analysis, and much, much more live now on NASCAR.com. Good to have you with us from Pocono for our entire broadcast crew. With Wally Dallenbach and Larry McReynolds, Kyle Petty, I'm Adam Alexander, saying so long from the mountains of Pocono, and congratulations to Jeff Gordon.